Hey you guys, I'm back. I'm in my bathroom, but I'm not pooping on the toilet, nor am I peeing. So, this video is about when I went to the psych ward, and I just got out. I went in there on the 16th, and I got out, I think, I don't know. But it was very recent. It was a couple days ago. And, so, like, dang, this video is gonna be like my opinion on my diagnosis, but oh well, I'll just tell you the story. So in my previous video, I said I took Lamictal, and then I had like a anger outburst, and I broke the mouse to my laptop. Not the thing that's on the keyboard, but I have like a mouse, USB mouse, and after I broke it, like I just started crying and all that, because I was just really upset, and I was tired, and I was just fed up, because it just feels like nothing good is happening to me at all in my life, and I'm going to be 22 in 2 days. So, I broke that, and then I went to Walmart, cried all the way there, got a mouse, cried the whole time I was shopping for it, and I decided to go to self-checkout. People just looking at me, but I think self-checkout was the right idea, and I cried the whole time I checked out. And then I was texting my husband. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to emergency room. Told my best friend, you know what, I'm just gonna go to the emergency room. And that's what happened. I went to emergency room. They said, I was like, well, I went to the window where the emergency room lady was at, and she was like, how can I help you? Are you okay? And I was like, do you guys have anybody I can talk to for free or anything like that? Because I don't have no insurance. And I ain't got no money. And she's like, no, but I think if you're having a real bad issue, then you need to come in, and you need to get help. And I guess she was right. So I went in, we did vitals and all that. I feel like every time you tell the specific hospitals, I don't know if it's all hospitals, but it's like when you tell them if you smoke weed, that's the only thing they focus on. So that's on my record. And borderline is on my record again. That's something I had in high school, but I'll get to that in another video. I'll touch on it later in this video. I'm gonna try to keep it under 10 minutes, I guess. So they said, did you feel like hurting yourself or whatever? I was like, yeah, you know, basic things they'll ask you. And so I got sedated. They gave me something for anxiety, but I passed out. And what else happened? So I woke up, they put me in a wheelchair, and oh yeah, they made me pee in a cup, and they got my blood and all that. So they took me all the way to the psych ward. I'm just gonna skip. I met a whole bunch of nice friends. I met some crazy, I know it's funny to say crazy people, but I met some real crazy people. And I was just thinking, I thought I was bad. Obviously not. But I miss everybody in there, because even the people who try to mess with me, I don't know, we really related to each other, and we had groups. We had a guy who played music. He played on his guitar. We had the days when we had to wake up and take our meds, and nights we had to take our meds. We had specific times when we take our shower. We got up at 5:30 to take vitals, blood pressure and all that. We only got to talk on the phone 10 minutes per hour. Obviously, some people abuse that, but it's whatever. But I felt like after a while it was time to go, and after a while my stay turned voluntary, so I decided to sign myself out after maybe 2 days. But I was there for almost 2 weeks, and I got my diagnosis. I might as well just talk about it, put it all in the video. So I got my diagnosis. It was in a red folder, and a nurse was going over my papers to get signed out. And one of my diagnoses was, I only got 2 diagnoses: marijuana use disorder and not bipolar. It was borderline personality disorder. Okay, I had borderline personality disorder in high school. honestly, I was kind of ashamed of it because if you ever seen that movie Fatal Attraction, um, then you know what I mean with Glenn Close. Um, like every time you tell somebody you got borderline, like they obviously um, don't want to be around you. They don't really want to talk to you like that. And like that's why I don't really talk about it. And then the marijuana use disorder thing. I don't really got an opinion on that. I feel like it's kind of BS, but I'm kind of wondering, like, in places where it's legal, like, do they even have that as an option or anything like that? But now I have to go to this drug program tomorrow. I don't know if I really want to go because you got to pay for it, which is crazy. Everything is money, 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 money. I don't think they really care about people getting better. Unless you're out here trying to kill people, then I guess they'll try to help you out, but I'm not going to rant too much on that marijuana use disorder thing, but I mean, I guess it's not entirely BS because, like, I mean, if you're abusing a substance and it makes you act crazy or something like that, you probably should stop, but if you can't stop, then you probably got a problem. And, I mean, like, personally, weed helps me, but I know sometimes I can get out of hand with it. Like, weed helps me calm down, helps me socialize and all that. I don't drive while I'm high. I don't do any of that stuff. All I do is eat and I talk and I play video games and I watch movies. I overanalyze movies. But sometimes, like after a while, I do want to get high all the time. And I know that's a problem, and I know it's a problem for a lot of people my age. They just don't want to talk about it, or a lot of the potheads go like, "There's no such thing. There's no such thing as wanting to be high." Well, not no such thing as wanting to be high all the time, but it's definitely I don't know, forget about it. Like they'll say weed is not addictive and all that, and I don't believe that at all. So I will admit that. Okay, so I'm gonna see how long I can stay clean. I guess I'll do that as like maybe a video series. I'll update every week maybe, or maybe every month. But I don't know. I will admit that when I got out the hospital, everything smelt more potent. Even like the pollen smelled like weed to me. It just smelled really strong. I could smell the mayonnaise, like everything that made mayonnaise in the mayonnaise packet. I smelled the eggs. I smelled all that. So it was really interesting. And the things I tasted, they were so much stronger. But I don't know if that's because of the Tegretol they put me on. Now they did put me on something called Atarax for anxiety, but I was allergic to it. Not Atarax, but I think it was Atarax. I don't know, but I was allergic to it. They didn't try to put me on Risperdal again because I complained it made me fat, so I didn't do that. And they wanted to put me on Abilify too, but it just knocked me out for the whole day. And like, I don't mean to talk crap about nobody, but my roommate, like, she had schizophrenia, and like, they would just drug her up. And I mean, I know it stops like the voices and the delusions and the hallucinations and all that, but damn, like, all you're gonna do is just get up, eat, and go back to sleep. And that's what happened to me when I was on Risperdal, and that's why I gained so much weight. And then that's how I realized that's pretty much how I gained weight. I thought it was like, maybe I'm not so young anymore. Maybe that's what it was, but no, that's not it. And then there was another girl. She I don't know what was wrong with her, but they gave her a whole bunch of stuff, including Risperdal, and she was out of her mind. Like, she was like, I don't even think she knew where she was at the time. But she was sweet, but like, all the people I saw who had schizophrenia and they gave them antipsychotics and stuff, they were just messed up. And then I was just thinking, like, nope, I can't go back to that, so I refused that. I did see my little shadow people and all, but I'd rather have them walking around than being like that. I can't do that to myself. And no offense to anybody out there, but if you're wondering why you gaining weight, you got your answer. And let's see. I'm slowly losing weight from the Risperdal though, and let's see what else happened. Okay, let's talk about that borderline thing again. Okay, so like, I'm trying to finish this up in like 5 minutes. Okay, so, uh, yeah, I'm a bit ashamed of the borderline thing, but then I also felt like I was discriminated against because like I tried to mention to the lady that I had like schizoaffective, and my primary care doctor, I have bipolar 1 in those files, but excuse me, but like I don't know what's about, like some days okay, I have borderline. I think I have borderline, and I also think I have like schizoaffective, or at least bipolar 1, like I have in my files. But but I think I was discriminated against because, for one, I'm a woman. 2, I said I self-harm. 3, and I do self-harm. 3, it's just like I feel like they do that to every woman who says that she self-harms and has like destructive, not not unipolar relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like destructive relationships, self-harm and all that. And I just feel like she just kind of grouped me into borderline. And I haven't thought about borderline in years, like, but it does explain a lot of things about how I feel socially. Like like if you hang out with somebody else, I'm gonna feel some type of way. But like I'm not gonna be like depressed, or that's not gonna make me depressed or manic or make me act too psychotic. I mean, like, I will admit I will act a bit crazy, but it's not gonna make me act like how I do when I'm schizoaffective. Like when I have bipolar, which I do, like I have my bipolar episodes, it's like I'll be depressed or manic regardless how you treat me. The bipolar just heightens what's going on. I don't know how to explain it. Like today, like I didn't really want to go back home because I was with my husband, and it just, like, the fact that I had to be away from him, I guess, it really made me really feel angry and sad and all that at the same time. But like once my mood swing hit, I felt so much better, and I don't feel that way anymore. But I don't know. And I just can't believe that all the symptoms I was having for this past year was just borderline personality disorder. That doesn't make any sense to me. I didn't know borderline personality disorder could be like that. I didn't know you had to take an antipsychotic really for borderline personality disorder. Well, I don't know. Maybe I got diagnosed with the wrong thing, you know? But I don't think someone can tell me that it's not bipolar. Why can't I have bipolar and borderline at the same time? Because it doesn't even matter what's going on. This is what I want to say. It doesn't even matter what's going on. If you abandon me, yeah, I'm gonna feel some type of way. But I'm still gonna have those mood swings. I'll be sad, but then next thing you know, I'm gonna be happy, and I'm gonna feel all these different emotions, and I'm still gonna feel that certain way towards you, but it just can't be. This all can't just be borderline personality disorder. That's why I feel like I was kind of discriminated against. And, I mean, like, you can't, well, I bet someone's gonna be like, you can't pull that discrimination card and all that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, those hallucinations and stuff like that, I can understand if, like, something in your relationship happened to make you feel psychotic, but I don't even know. I'm just tired, and I'm just tired of all these labels. And I mean, it's important to get down to these things, but I think I'm just going to be feeling like I'm going to be looking up things on borderline all over again like I was doing in high school to try to figure things out. And it's like I can't throw out everything I learned like on YouTube from my friends, like being like with the schizophrenia aspect. with the mood swing aspects, you can't tell me that's not schizoaffective. You can't tell me that's not bipolar. You can't tell me this is all borderline. Because if this is all borderline, if borderline can show symptoms of schizophrenia and mood swings like that, I understand mood swings, but come on. And I'm kind of ranting now, but let me just, I don't know. But I'm going to get another opinion from my doctor, because my doctor understands it's bipolar. It's something with bipolar. But now, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. And it's like, I'm thinking like, maybe if I cut out weed from my life, would I turn back to normal? And it's just like, I've always been borderline before the weed was even included. And I've always had mood swings. It hasn't been that bad until I started smoking weed. But I don't know, can I reverse everything that I did from, like, this what's affected me? Can I reverse everything that's affected me from smoking weed by taking a long break? Or is my brain permanently damaged? And if everything is reversed from that weed usage, does that mean I don't need my meds anymore? And I didn't take meds for my borderline. And I don't know. Like, it's really complex, and I don't know what to think. Oh yeah, another thing I was diagnosed with was anxiety disorder. Well, no, I had that in high school too. Anxiety disorder, borderline personality disorder. What else? I think she meant body dysmorphia. But she definitely said it was some kind of eating disorder. And another doctor there said it was some kind of eating disorder. But like I told you guys, like, the way I see myself is not the way you guys see me. Like, I feel like I look like I weigh like 600 pounds. And to you, I might not look that way. And she said that's one of the symptoms of borderline personality disorder. But I mean, I believe that. Because I feel like I have both, at least bipolar 1, I have that. And I have borderline at the same time. So why do they have to be mutually exclusive? You know what I'm saying? Why do they have to be separated? But the only thing I'm kind of questioning is the schizophrenia thing. But it's kind of like, even if I'm in a good mood and I'm in a good relationship with everybody, I still have those hallucinations. I still get those delusions where I think I need to write in a notebook, or I think that I'm a prophet or something. And I know it's not real, but sometimes it feels real, especially when I'm stressed out. And she said that's something that's in borderline, but I don't think so. Like, even when there's no people around, I'm still isolating myself sometimes, if I'm not manic or anything like that. Even if I am manic, I'm isolating myself, thinking about like magical things, magical thinking and all that. And it's just like, it's just really complex. So right now I think I have schizoaffective, and I think I have borderline at the same time. I do think I have anxiety disorder. I do think I have some kind of eating disorder, but I know I do have body dysmorphia. One thing I didn't really talk about was like OCD or anything like that, and I don't think my OCD is that bad to be diagnosed with it or anything. But I mean, immediately when I got home, the first thing I did was start washing the dishes. I started sweeping. I had to put the house in order, and if it's not in order, I'm really stressed out. I had to put forks in the right places. I had to put spoons in the right places. It has to be in the right order. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think what really matters is that I need to stop smoking weed. And I also thought maybe it was like a substance-induced craziness, because I feel like that sometimes. Like, sometimes I smoke so much that I feel like I'm crazy, like I'm crazy, like paranoid crazy. But everybody gets paranoid when they smoke. But I'm talking about like, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. But um, I know I need to stop smoking, at least for my health. And I know someone's gonna be like, I know my friends are gonna be like, well, you can eat it, but I know I need to cut that lifestyle out completely. And especially like when you want to get a good job, you have to pass a drug test and all that. And then like I had to cancel my classes for school because school already started while I was in the psych ward, so I might have to sign up for fall. Excuse me. And I kind of feel like I don't want to go back, but I do feel like I was kind of in a manic stage because I did say I was on that Lamictal when I made that video about the agri-science degree thing. And one of the nurses said she actually majored in that, and she couldn't find a job anywhere. And then when she did find a job, like they were paying good, but they had no benefits. So now I'm thinking like maybe I should be an art teacher. And when I'm feeling normal and stuff like how I'm feeling now, like I just got out of a depressive, borderline episode, I guess. But like I was just thinking like I want to be an art teacher. But at the same time, I want to farm, so why can't I farm and be an art teacher? And then, like, I don't know, this is off topic kind of, but I'm kind of feeling some kind of way because, like I have this lump in my armpit I told you guys about, and I got a sonogram or whatever it's called at the hospital. And they say it's nothing, but if people say I look as skinny to them, like, if I look skinny to them, but my weight says 140 or something like that, and I don't look 140, then I feel like there's a tumor growing in my chest. And I think about it every freaking day. And it's like, I don't know. But I want to get it checked out at a different hospital because I just don't trust that hospital. And, like, my friends told me, like, one of my friends at the hospital told me, like, their mom and dad went there, just like my grandparents went there, found out they had like an ulcer, turned out to be stomach cancer. That's what happened to my grandma, but they couldn't pick it up because they ended up going to a different city, and they picked it up, but it was too late. So I'm worried about this lump, first and foremost. But I'm feeling good on that Tegretol though. I'm pretty scared about the long-term side effects, but I need it right now so I can get where I want to be in my life. But I know I have to cut out the weed. And it really hurts me because I love marijuana. And there's a lot of people out here who feel the same way that I do. And you can call them drug addicts. Sometimes I do. Call the stoners drug addicts. I mean, we're all addicted to something. And, I don't know, I just feel like it's better than drinking alcohol, it's better than popping pills. Been through all that. I already been through all that. But you don't damage your liver. You don't have an overdose. You can, well, you shouldn't drive, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but here in the southern states, I don't think I'm ever gonna see weed be legal. Maybe when I'm 50 or something. But if these fools realize how much money you can make off of it, then I bet things would change. But I don't know. That's conservatives for you. But not all conservatives. I ain't talking too much crap about conservatives because I don't know. I'm ranting too much. But I have to go. I'm about to leave in 25. Well, when it says 25 minutes. So let me wrap this up. What I'm gonna work on. No smoking. What else I'm gonna work on? Stop looking at food in such an unhealthy way, but keep exercising. What else? Stop worrying too much about my diagnosis and all that. I'm just a person. Get back into school and love my dog more. I actually took my dog to the beach. That was fun. And stop quitting my meds. Actually give this med a chance. And I hope it helps me as much as the Risperdal did. But no weight gain. So That's all, you guys. I love you all, and have a great day. Bye.